Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Give me a thumbs up just for the intro.
What is up, guys? It's Homie Bigg Vic, and I'm back in the building with another video, and we are checking out Reason Studios Chord Sequencer. Listen, I think Reason may have nailed it. Something I would like to see is more chord sets, even though you can create your own chord sets in this new chord sequencer that they have on the block. So this is the newest player that Reason dropped. I saw the live stream. I saw some of my guys that's in the Reason world cooking up some fire with this. Shout out to Seth Nitty. Been a subscriber for like the longest. He been rocking with Bigg Vic for a long time. Shout out to you, Seth Nitty. Shout out to Reason for this new player right here. So let's check it out real quick. I'm sure you guys seen a lot of videos on this thing already, so I'm not gonna get too deep into it. As you can see, there's chord sets. Right now I am in the soul R&B neo soul set. So how this player works is, and this reminds me of, like the way that the colors are shaded. So if you see this color right here, if it's really the same color, that means it's gonna sound best coming after this first chord right here. So check it out. So the ones that are the same highlight are closely related. So if it's shaded a little lower, if it's shaded a little darker, then it fits that scale, but it can come next. It could give you a different sound. So check it out. Let's just try it. You see what I'm saying? So let's check it out again. Let's try this one. So let's try this one. Let's try a really dark one. That major 9, G major 9, that sounds more like a ending chord. See how those went together? See how those sounded like they go together and gave me like basically a 4-bar loop. Let's check it out again. All right, so let's try something. Let's start right here. D major 9. That still sound good to me. So it wasn't the actual like the darkest one, but it was closely related, so we could use that. So let's try it again. Let's try something different. So when I tried this chord set right here, this 4-bar loop, I used it. And that's what today's video is based around. These chords right here. Those just sounded sweet to my ear. So I took these four chords right here, and I basically dragged and dropped them onto the sequencer here. As you can see, let's pull it over here. These are the chords that I used for today's track that I created using Chord Sequencer. So I'm gonna start from where I began this track at. So let's start here. So I used one of my favorite VST's signature R&B plugin 3.5 version, and I went in here and I grabbed Love Water Keys, and I put the wider on it, and I also add the Audiomatic vinyl sound. So let's check that out right here. Let's go. So from there, I basically, my next step that I did was I added a ample sound guitar. I went into ample sound and I added the ample light guitar, right? The finger guitar. So check this out. All I did was drag and drop. I dragged and dropped this chord onto my ample guitar. I went inside here and just kind of manipulated just a few of the chords in here. All right, just wanted to break it up a little bit. So let's see what that sounds like. Right? Something simple. Something simple. Wasn't too heavy. Sounds. I like the sound of that. Let me bring this right here. So it's, we got us a nice loop right here. All right. So the next thing I did is I went to my drums. Right. So I went and I added some drums in here. Let's go in here and check the drums out. Drums. Boom. Let's go to it. Smooth. Y'all know I like them joints smooth, right? So after that, I went back into signature R&B, and I wanted to go ahead and start adding a bass line to this. I wanted to add a bass, right? So when I created the bass, I pretty much checked out the ghost notes from the chords. I went inside here, checked out the ghost notes, went to my bass, which is here. Boom. And I just kind of played around with the bass notes for this, following the same structure of the chords that I already laid down. So let's check that out. So easy peasy, right? So after that, I went into arcade. Arcade. So y'all know I'm always able to find vocal chops inside of arcade and lay down some nice vocals. And it's so simple to do because once I go into arcade, I'm able to put in the chords that I played around with, right? So I got a D minor in here. The D minor felt plush. It fell in perfectly. It fell in perfectly with the chords. So let's check it out. Let's listen to that. Right? Plush. I fell in line perfectly with that. So also on my chorus, I wanted to add I feel like that basic square always does something special for me when I add it into my production. And it's been a long time since I used the basic square. So I wanted to drop it in this track just to see what it sounded like. And this is what it sounded like. Let's listen to it. So something special that they did with Chord Sequencer that I really liked, and I'm going to come over here. So I'm in the same set, right? In the same set, and the MIDI button right here. So if I strike these keys right now, let's get to that. Let's get to it. All right, let's go over here to that. So I can play the chords from the MIDI controller. Now, I'm going to turn MIDI off. And what this does is it gives me the chord set on the keys, but playing the notes individually from the scale. Let's check it out. So if I wanted to add something extra onto it, I could do that. So let's just play it and listen as I just play something on top of it from the scale. If I just wanted to sprinkle a little more extra niceness in there, let's check it out. So if I wanted to just go in and sprinkle, I know maybe some of the notes was probably off, but it's giving me the scale, so I can basically go in and find the notes that I need to make whatever I want to make on top of this track. If I wanted to, still using Chord Sequencer. I like that they did that. This Chord Sequencer kind of puts me in the mind just a little bit of Harmony Navigator, just a tad bit, basically just by showing us, you know, the next relative chord that will possibly go with the chord that we've selected. So so many different directions that you could go in using Chord Sequencer. I think Reason did a very, very good job. I would love to see you guys add some more chord sets to this. And you can also bring in your own chords, and this will learn your chords as you input them, and will basically kind of give you the same patterns of where you could be, where you could go next to find the next chord that will sound good in your production. So I think you guys did a good job with this, Reason. I think it's dope. I like it. This definitely gets a green light from me. And right now I'm using the demo version, and you guys probably will see more tutorials from me using Chord Sequencer. If you want to see more videos with me creating production using Chord Sequencer, drop me a comment down below. My producer fam, I know y'all still around. I know it's been a minute since I dropped one, but this is the one. Chord Sequencer. It's fire. I'm digging it. Can't really say too much more about it. I like where it's going. You can, and I've seen them guys hook up the bass line player with this, if I'm not mistaken. I did see them do that, and to create music from, like, just create a combinator. I think that's what it was. So there's so many different ways that you can use this, creating arpeggios, all types of things with this. So I'm going to experiment a little more with it. I've only messed with it briefly. I like what I've heard so far, and I'll drop some more videos if you guys want to see them. Just let me know. Drop it down below in the comments, man. If you like this beat, make sure you thumbs it up. It's the homie Bigg Vic TV. Till the next video, always hustle, never stop growing. Let's go, let's get it. Let's eat, baby.
On the wrong track, back to the long track. And it's okay to be rich. My mama always told me I was destined for greatness. But my mama also, she told me take care of the kids. And